This nigga made me turn off my live feed the last game because he was kind of alright. He wasn't good, y'all. I said he was kind of alright. So I had to turn my shit off. And getting his ass, y'all seen it 2-0. Ooh, I'm gonna leave this whole game on, though, for y'all. So y'all can see the go.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now. Because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 460 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Hot.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Let's see what we got. Let's fucking get it out here real quick. Man.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check out the three. General, West. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 6-man. Let's go. Check curl, check curl.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Motion. Let go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Not here. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
2nd and 14. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Allen, the intended receiver. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Shift. Blue dot quarters. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Come to my work. Come to my work. What's the
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Mike 51. Watch the curve.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll have it past midfield 40 before being taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw on 2nd down, Love, and that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Love. Green brings it in. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Got it. 45. Check mark 45. Alpha. Check.
On 1st down, Love. He's got Allen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. Second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A very solid gain of 27. So it's first and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I'm tired, too.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check the call, check the call. 58 for Mike, 58. Let's go one more.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Brian Burns. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come on. He's crossing. He's checking credit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's second and 8. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's third and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Now a carry for Allen. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Oh, somebody watching the Golders do this, man.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wants to run. They're running it. 58, right over there, right over there.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. Now a clash of bodies
sorry,
here. It's
motherfucker.
intercepted.
I don't know why I did that. I should have took his route.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
52's the line. Here we go. All day, defense, all day, all day.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now throw me the ball, nigga.
Looking to throw on second down.
Ooh.
Caught by Allen.
My God.
24 yards. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, Allen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw. Love. And Allen's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Ready, set. 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on second down. Love. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Ready.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Right here. 58's the money. 58's the money. Box try.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 4.
desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw, and they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
That bullshit.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.